Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Magnetism assignment. Ajitesh Joshi says, so you said you will do diffraction, and diffraction was done for you people by some other faculty. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
फिर से रिपीट करने का क्या मतलब है यार?
Sure, but some didn't attend the lecture.
तो उसको रिकॉर्डिंग मंगवा दो. अब एक ही काम दो बार तीन बार कहाँ करेंगे? वी आर रनिंग शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम. ईएमआई का भी डाउट्स लेना है. नहीं हुआ तो I would have done it.
सर फिर मेंस के टॉपिक्स का डाउट्स कब लोगे?
Pardon?
सर मेंस के टॉपिक्स का डाउट्स कब लोगे?
मेंस का टॉपिक्स का मतलब?
सर वो बुकलेट आपने भेजा था उसमें एक दो क्वेश्चंस डाउट है.
कौन सा बुकलेट भेजा मैंने?
सर सेमीकंडक्टर्स के लिए.
ओके फाइन. तो उसका अलग से डाउट लेक्चर शेड्यूल करेंगे. नो इश्यू. There are 4 problems on surface tension which I have to do. Yes, remember, I will do. Not an issue. We'll have one more doubt lecture on Friday. That day, I'll finish off surface tension and something else also. कुछ और बोले थे. Surface tension का electrostatic.
Sir, kinematics, elliptical orbit.
General equation kinematics for the path. Now, actually, you people will be able to do it in one step. But 1 second, wait. Is there a lag? Yeah. Now tell me this assignment.
Sir,
Ah.
the last class you did a question of induced EMF. So in that you asked for the charge in the capacitor. So the Q naught value will be infinity, right? So you told you will change the question then.
क्या है इसका प्रॉब्लम?
फिर उसमें चार्ज ऑन द कैपेसिटर इंफिनिटी हो जाता है क्योंकि ईएमएफ बढ़ते ही जाता है.
So वो 2t स्क्वायर था अंदर करंट, उसके जैसे टाइम डिपेंडेंट हो गया था.
क्वेश्चन क्या है? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? कुछ तो बोलो.
तो लास्ट टाइम आपने क्लास के स्टार्ट पे जो प्रॉब्लम दिया था उसपे 2t उसमें ईएमएफ जो था वो टाइम डिपेंडेंट आ जा रहा था, तो फिर इन्फिनिटी आ रहा था क्यों ना.
Okay, so we didn't do the correction in that.
You said उसको 2t स्क्वायर से 2t कर दो in the end of the lecture.
इस बंदे का दिक्कत क्या है? तो
ठीक है सर, मैंने सुना नहीं.
अरे भाई मुझे इतना याद नहीं रहता है यार, मुझे क्यों कंफ्यूज करते हो स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द
तो
क्लास?
आपने बोला था ये डाउट लेक्चर में आपको क्वेश्चन एक बार फिर से देख के कंफर्म करोगे.
ओके फाइन. अब बोलो.
Sir, 6, 13, 15, 16.
So which assignment are we discussing first?
Magnetism.
Oh, okay.
So
Question 18.
Wait. I'll share this with you people.
TL 17.
This assignment we are discussing, right? Somebody type for 1.
So TL 17.
7.
So 8.
1.
So 18.
So 14.
Now, first question. Somebody typed 5. Now, do not type anything for me on the screen. I have got the assignment. I don't have your typed messages on the screen. Host will not be able to read because on the screen I have the assignment. Co-host, anything comes and goes immediately on the cell phone. So please switch on the mic and speak. If you have something, don't type anything. I will not be able to read. Okay. Now, first question. The charged particle of charge Q and mass M, it comes down to this particular point. So you will have a normal force in this particular direction. This is mg. Can I call it mg cos theta? Right? Plus magnetic field is in which direction? Magnetic field is a dot here. FBI. B is this way. B is this way. FBI. Middle finger is in the direction of current, charged particle. FBI. Are you able to see that? F, forefinger is the magnetic field, middle finger is the velocity. That means BQV will be in this particular direction. So technically my equation will be N minus mg cos theta minus BQV will be equal to mv square by r. My first equation. Do you agree with this? Second equation will be expression for velocity. Work done by magnetic field will always be 0. So loss in gravitation will be equal to gain in kinetic energy. Now in this process, N is equal to mg cos theta plus BQV plus mv square by r. Now when will N be maximum? If V is maximum, when will V be maximum? When it comes to the lowermost point? Right? Or do one thing. You may have a confusion here. So don't keep one thing this way. Keep this as it is. N is equal to, and here keep it as mv squared by r. V, how will you write? Half mv square is equal to mg. Mg. What will this height be equal to? What will this height be equal to? If I am joining these two at the center, this is theta. So mgr sin theta. V is equal to root over of 2gr sin theta. V equal to root over of 2gr sin theta. Substitute that V here. Simplify, you will get the expression in terms of either sin theta or cos theta.
So can you do the second question as
I
well?
think I committed a mistake here. This will be mg sin theta if this is theta. See the resolving properly. I have committed a small silly mistake which will be costly. If this is theta, then this will be mg sin theta, isn't it? Because generally on an inclined plane, What you were taking is, this is theta. Now you took this as theta. Isn't it? You were taking this as theta. Now you took this as theta. That means what was MD sin theta will become MD cos theta. What was MD cos theta will become MD sin theta. Did you people get what I said?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So can you do the second question as well?
Sure. Second question, he gave some structure like this. This is playing with geometry. This is I and this is I, and I think this angle is 90 degree. Am I right? This distance is given as D.
Yes.
This distance as D, this is point P. What did he ask for? Find the magnetic field at the point P due to an infinite wire in the arrangement shown. Do you people recollect? We said, what will be the magnetic field here? If this distance is given as D, this is alpha, this is beta. Mu naught I by 4 pi D sin alpha minus sin beta.
Sin beta.
Agreed?
Yes.
Now have a look at it. Our point is extend this way. Extend this way. Draw a perpendicular from here. This will be 90. Right?
Yes, sir.
Will this be 45?
Yes, sir.
Just observe this. Mu naught I by 4 pi. This is D. D sin 45. D sin 45. Sin 45 will be 1 by root 2. Into sin 90 minus sin of minus 45. Sorry, sin 90 minus sin 45. Or put plus of sin minus 45. Either way. This is because of 1 wire.
Yes, sir. Into 2.
Into 2 should be the answer.
Okay, so
3. Okay, this is a cheap trick plate. Third question it's nothing but vectors, pure mathematics here. This is 1, 0, 0. This is sum I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
This is the perpendicular distance R. I should know this theta. I should know this particular theta. Can you find out the angle theta between two vectors? I will call one
Yes,
vector
sir.
as I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Another vector I will call as I cap along x-axis. तूने बोला है question में.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you find out the angle between them? Cos theta is B dot B upon magnitude of A. When did we learn this?
Sir, vectors.
When we were born, sir.
Exactly. When we were born, up to seek lo. Now that you have cos theta, don't tell me it is difficult for you to calculate. This is O, this is point P. Right? What will R be? OP sin theta. OP sin theta. Once I know the perpendicular distance R, mu naught I by 2 pi R. Am I right? Say something.
Yes, sir.
Except for this formula, remaining whole is maths. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
ये क्या काट दिया मैंने? प्रॉब्लम नंबर 3 लिखा और 5 क्यों काट दिया? Fifth question में listen carefully. Innermost square loop, if you take innermost loop at the center, what will the magnetic field be? Mu naught I by 4 pi a by 2. It will be sine 45 plus sine 45 into 4. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Right. Next, loop of side 2a, 4 into mu naught I by 4 pi. If it is 2a, what will the distance be? A. Sine 45 plus sine 45. Next, 4 into mu naught I by 4 pi. The next is 3a. 3a means this will be 3a by 2. Sine 45 plus sine 45.
So the second term will have a negative sign.
Second term will have one term. Yes, he's right. One will be clockwise, the other will be anti-clockwise. Perfect. So now you can tell me what the sequence will be. I believe I'll get some constant from these three. I'll put that constant, which I'm damn sure you people will be able to solve. I can make a guess that this will be the way the sequence goes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
इनमें से कॉमन निकाल के यहाँ डाल दो the sequence. Somebody who do not know the summation of this sequence, call me personal.
Sir, how are you taking into 4 directly for each loop? Because in each loop, one wire is incomplete, right?
अरे नहीं, that's a very small outlet. You can consider effectively to be a square.
Oh, okay.
Six. See, for six, basically, that is an old JE question based on which they actually designed it. I'll solve the original JE question. This is the way the spiral goes in. Now consider a thin element here at a distance of x or something or anything. Take it as a distance of r of thickness dr. Inner radius is a, this inner radius is a, outer radius is b. What will dn be? Total number of turns minus b by a into dr. Total number of turns per b by a into the thickness dr. A magnetic field at the center will be mu naught. I will be the current in one circular ring into dn divided by 2 times the radius. Mu naught I by 2 are, how many circular turns do you have in the small element dn? Mu naught I, how do I substitute for dn? N by b minus a, 2 times r into dr. Integral dv mu naught in by 2 times b minus a, integral dr upon r, a to b. This will be mu naught in by 2 times b minus a into ln of b by a. Now this is the old JEE question based on which they have designed this. Now what do you want me to substitute in this? In the place of B, substitute 2R. In the place of A, substitute R. This is 2R and this is R. That's my answer.
So इसमें मैंने if I assume मतलब मैंने solve करते time I assume कि जो radius का increase है वो थीटा के साथ linearly हो रहा है.
हाँ सर मैंने भी सेम चीज किया.
मैंने वो assume किया
हाँ,
तो
yes,
मेरा
sir, same,
answer is
same.
matching थीटा के respect
तो
में.
उससे आंसर आता है. यस सर.
तो फिर DL और RD
So
थीटा में
like
angle
unitary
होगा.
method taking theta उससे हो जाएगा.
One at a time.
So is
Fine.
that assumption proper कि वो coincidental?
Nothing wrong in that assumption. That's perfectly okay. Absolutely. I think you asked me this once while getting down the steps also. I remember that. Yes, that's right.
So we'll have to find the angle between DL and RD theta.
Not required. Not required. Consider them to be thin spirals. You mean to say this will not be perfectly spherical, circular, right?
Yes sir.
Itna intricately mathematical they will not go into. It is a very rare situation. Maybe in Olympiad they will ask, but in JEE advanced they'll stick to this. This is JEE advanced question only. That small approximation they will generally neglect. I'll just be back in a second, don't make noise. Question number 13. क्या डायरेक्ट जंप मारा यार आप लोगों ने? From the surface of a round wire of radius r. From the surface of a round wire of radius r. If I remember well, in this you have to find out x maximum. Am I right?
Yes.
X maximum. सही बोला कि नहीं मैंने?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have a look at this diagram. This is a wire. Drawing this diagram is slightly difficult, but it will not be difficult for you people to visualize. V naught velocity दिया हुआ है, कितना दिया हुआ है? V naught. So technically this is a wire. You gave this a velocity this way. This will start taking a turn like this. This will start taking a turn like this. It will take a turn like this. Agreed? I'll take this to be Vx, this to be Vy, resultant V naught. X maximum के यहाँ x maximum के यहाँ this velocity of vx will become 0, vy should be equal to v naught. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to recollect something that we did in the past? V is equal to vx I cap plus vy j cap. At this instant, vx will become 0, means total speed of the particle will be along vy. Magnetic field B is mu naught I by 2 pi x k cap. So F is equal to Q into V cross B. कुछ याद आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
When I divide force by mass, I'll get acceleration.
Yes, sir.
I will not use AX, I will use AY. And at
Sure.
x maximum, total speed of the particle will be V naught. Are you able to recollect something?
Yes, sir. हो जाएगा अब.
हाँ, perfect.
तो ये
Old
वाला
one is
इंटीग्रल
new
एडिट
body.
इक्वल टू वी नॉट से हो जाता
Same problem we did in a slightly different way. We said particle is projected this way. Find x maximum,
X minimum, no?
x minimum. Right? Now what you are doing is you are projecting the particle from the wire. You are asking for x maximum. Old wine in new bottle.
सर ये इंटीग्रल एडिट इक्वल टू वी नॉट डालने पे ये वाला आराम से सिंपलीफाई
क्या?
इंटीग्रल एडिट इक्वल टू वी नॉट इज गिविंग आराम से
Okay, perfect. You mean you will take ax itself and solve the problem?
क्या
You will take ax and solve or ay and solve?
एक्स है
Okay.
अच्छा नो 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 आई हैव टेकन एवाई ही मैंने गलत लिखा हुआ है आई हैव टेकन एवाई ही
Now the 14th is a 3D problem which is not easy to visualize. Really wish I did this on the board live. Have a look at this. Here x, y and z visualize करना इतना आसान नहीं है. This is V and this is theta. This is R. First of all, what is the direction of the magnetic field? Magnetic field is B. You have given a particle this way. This will have V sin theta and V cos theta. I'll resolve this V cos theta and this will be V sin theta. One hint at the first place that I'll give you is time taken for it to reach this particular screen. Time will be L by V cos theta. Time taken for it to reach the screen. Second, radius of the helical path is mv by bq. This will be v sin theta by bq. This is the radius. What is all the more important, and alpha is omega t. And I know the value of omega. qb by m. qb by m into t. So, this is the angular displacement. Try to visualize what happens. This is the screen, right? This is the screen. Let me catch hold of the notebook here. This is the screen. The particle was given a velocity v. Have a look at it. V cos theta के वजह से it goes straight. V sin theta के वजह से it will experience a force. V sin theta how? F B I B. Force will be towards the left. So particle will technically take a turn like this. But because it has V cos theta, it will turn and come onto this. I repeat this logic, have a look. This is V cos theta, this is V sin theta. Particle will take a turn like this and it will come and strike this particular vertical wall. Particle is taking a turn like this. Are you able to visualize this?
Sir, the particle will go below the x-axis as well, right? It will only touch the x-axis.
It will touch the x-axis. दिक्कत क्या है? मुझे direction से काम है.
Okay.
It will not go below the x-axis. This is V sin theta, V cos theta. Wherever it
Would be
started
below.
the journey, right? FBI, have a look at it. B is this way, right? I is this way. Force is to the left, right? The moment it takes a turn, FBI, B will be this way, I will be this way, force will be this way, right? It goes in a circular track, and this is the plane perpendicular to it. The circular track, projection of the circular track will be on this plane circular. The spiral path will be like this. If I keep a light shadow of the spiral path will be a circle on this plane here. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now that we calculated alpha, this alpha is angular acceleration. Iska circle, the radius ka circle I'll draw this way. The projection is like this. This projection should be seen from my side. From my side, when I'll see this particular circle. Do you agree with that? I'll call this radius capital R. This is plane geometry R. This is capital R, this is capital R. This is small r. You want to know where it strikes this particular screen. Take this as some angle alpha. It is not this angular acceleration alpha. All this alpha now. Can I claim small r is 2r sine, small r is this, small r is this, 2r sine alpha by 2. Alpha is the angular displacement. Alpha is the angular displacement. Radius is calculated. Radius is calculated. 2 mv sin theta by qb. Tell me if you are able to finish the problem in the next step.
Yes,
Time
sir.
taken for it to reach till here, I already calculated. Radius capital R is calculated. This is the angular acceleration. This is angular displacement theta. So omega t is technically this value alpha. This is angular displacement. They are the same. 1 second. These both values are the same. Why did I say they are different? This alpha is this alpha, angular displacement, and call it as theta we already used.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please explain the phasor part? I mean the projection part again.
It is the it is a circle on this plane.
Yes.
Particle starts this way, it has v sin theta and v cos theta. Because
Yes,
of this FBI, right? The force is towards the left. Particle takes a turn. It takes a turn this way. If v cos theta didn't exist, it would have been moving this way. The
Yes,
particle would have been moving this way in this part above the x-axis. It would have been going this way. Now it keeps going ahead. It will keep going ahead, and it will come and strike this wall at some particular point. Now, how much time does it take to complete this particular distance? L by b cos theta, that's uniform, and then calculated R. Now I want to know when it strikes this in this particular time, does it strike here, here, here? It's going in a circular track, right? It is not, this is not an integer multiple for it to come exactly at this particular point,
it can go anywhere from 0 to capital R.
right? So you found out that particular point. And it went by
Okay.
angular displacement of alpha. This is the angular displacement from here. You need to find out this value called R.
So distance from x-axis
Understood,
not आना वो अलग से इसके बाद निकालना.
This is the origin.
Done, sir.
So how is r the distance from the x-axis?
So
The origin of this R need not be on along this axis. It will be towards this or this. This R will be
I
towards
got it.
it is this way. See, yeah, I will show this plane like this. R need not be like this. It will be like this.
Yes, sir.
I discussed 13. 14th also I discussed. 15. 15. The slightly divergent beam of charged particles accelerated potential difference V propagates A. First step is quite easy. QV is equal to half mv square. I'll get the velocity. You need the velocity. V is root over of 2qv by m. Firstly, I got the velocity of the particle. Now he says V cos theta. Theta is very small. V cos theta is root over of 2qv by m. Cos theta, theta tending to 1, root over of 2qv by m. Am I right? Now what will be the pitch? V cos theta, root over of 2qv by m into pitch is V cos theta into time period. V cos theta into time period. Right. Time period is 2 pi m by bq. 2 pi m by bq. One second, wait. Okay, fine. Now, this is, what did I say? What did I say? I lost track. This is the pitch. This is the pitch. Now, 1 second, let me read this question. A slightly divergent beam of charged particle accelerated by a potential difference V propagates from a point A along the axis of a solenoid. The beam is brought into focus at a distance L from the point A at two successive values of keyword. Did you understand the meaning? Two successive values of magnetic induction B1 and B2. Two successive. That's the keyword in whole of the problem. Find the specific charge Q by M of this. Right. First of all, the beam gets focused after every distance P. After every distance P. P is the pitch. P is the pitch. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And he is telling you L, kuch L distance diya hua hai, right? So
Yes, sir.
L by P, L by, how much will you tell me is the P value? How do I help myself out with this? Did I take the correct values?
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's correct.
Call this B1. L by this whole value I'll substitute here is P1. This should be a positive integer. Positive integer. Do you agree with this first of all? Right? That they are focusing at a distance of L. They are focusing at a distance of L. If this distance is L, L by the pitch should be a positive integer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. How easy the life becomes. I take L by P1. L by P1 minus L by P2 is 1. Two successive, two consecutive B1 and B2. So in the case of P1, I'll substitute whole of this with B1. In the case of P2, I'll substitute whole of this with
B2.
Q by M is the same, L is the same. Answer aa jayega.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So basically, if this is B1, it will come in the place of P1. Whole of this with B2 will come in the place of P2. Difference should be equal to 1. The whole problem lies with the fact that you should be selecting two successive.
So focusing का significance इतना ही है ना कि वो pitch पे आ रहा है. Is there anything more than that for focus?
That's all.
Okay.
Some places they have come to saturation. How to create a tough problem they don't know. So they try to confuse the student.
Yes.
There are three ways of testing the student. First way is your typical HSC syllabus. State by Sabat law. Right. Second way is to give you a genuine, decent conceptual problem. Third way is to confuse you slightly. Fourth way is to make it very complicated with the 3D mathematics of it.
हाँ सर क्योंकि इसमें सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये था फोकस क्या है वो पता कर.
और फोकस क्या है एग्जैक्टली आप वापस समझा सकते?
The point where they are converging. This will be helical path means this is the point where we focus. At the distance of L.
Okay,
so L by pitch should be a positive integer. So L by pitch in the case 1, L by pitch in the case 2,
Equal to
1. Why? Because
successive. Okay, so yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Particle of mass m and charge q is moving in a region where uniform constant electric and magnetic field C and D. Okay, I recognize this problem. Carefully observe what I am doing. I will not explain. You will have to catch up with this. Important. Till now we always take the xy plane in the board. Here this is why xy plane is perpendicularly this way. XY plane is like this. Right? Change the axis. Be alert. Say something.
Yes.
This is omega t, this will be omega t. I'll write it cleanly so that because either way I'll not explain, you should be able to see this. Only v के direction में acceleration and change in velocity is taken. Because you have electric field along the y-axis. Why am I explaining? Very bad, very bad. You need to understand this.
Yes.
V naught in x-ray plane will remain constant. All I'll have to do is write V in terms of Vx I cap plus Vy j cap plus Vz k cap. Minus V naught sin of omega t. Omega is known. Omega t. Omega I will not substitute. You do the substitution. I will not write that there. I cap. Vy you already calculated. QE by M j cap into T. Sorry, into T plus Vz V naught cos omega t k cap. Now, the answer given will be slightly different. Can you people actually, the next step is the answer. From that answer, you do the back calculation, you will get this. Can you see that?
We have to make unit
Beauty in
vectors.
this is V naught I cap, they will write as V naught vector. V naught I cap, they will write as V naught vector. Quite fair, no, yaar? V naught I cap. Healthy cap. I wrote as V naught I cap. They will write as V naught with the vector sign. That's the beauty in the problem.
V naught K cap is V naught vector, no?
V naught?
K cap.
V naught, right? K cap, sorry. V naught K cap. By chance I wrote this. V naught K cap. Where am I? Yeah, V naught K cap. They'll write as V naught vector. Right? And here they'll play it safe. E j cap, they'll write as E vector. ध्यान से देखो, E vector will be E j cap. They play lot of fun in the options. This is a very smart move. Every student will be taken for a ride. V naught K cap, they will write as V naught vector. E j cap, they will write as E vector. Now comes this particular point. Sin omega t, I cap, they will write as V naught cross B. What is the answer given? By B. Verify if this is I cap or not.
Divided by V naught B.
Pardon?
Divided by V naught beta.
As simple as it. No, this at the first look doesn't appear straight and linear. We get this answer. भाई कुछ और गंदा गंदा आंसर दिया हुआ है लगेगा. Look carefully. The answer will be in the options. They are playing cheap tricks with you people. Just multiplying, dividing by something, you will get the answer. And in the examination hall, quite obviously, you're under pressure. Cool is sitting in an AC room here. We can conveniently preach anything. But in the exam, performing this way is not easy. We'll come till here and we'll think none of the answers match and we leave it. Carefully look at it. Magnetism, there will be not a single question where you're actually stuck up. They're playing with you.
So, is there any reason why you took the XZ plane?
Come again.
Is there any specific reason why you took XZ plane?
To show the diagram, Varna, how will I make this diagram sleep on the horizontal plane and draw the diagram? You have to see from the top.
Not like that.
Yeah, how will I show it to you people?
Okay, sir.
Only that,
Okay.
only that. Just to show you people. I have no other way. If I take the XZ plane this way, how will I draw the diagram? I'll have to draw it this way.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Friday evening again we'll have a doubt lecture. What is to be done in the doubt lecture? One classical magnetism assignment 2 is left over. उसके बाद surface tension associated with electrostatics का
Electrostatic.
2 problems करना है, and then kinematics में एक general equation करना है. Friday evening 99% that will be over. Once that's over, then if somebody feels diffraction is yet left over, we'll cover it off. Keep me informed.
All right.
Also
Then-
few doubt lectures because EMI खत्म करना है.
Sir, to EMI का HCV next week.
हाँ सर, EMI का और थोड़ा टाइम दो ना.
We'll decide. Friday evening's class will decide what we will be doing next week, Monday or Tuesday in the doubt lecture.
So you're not taking the second assignment today, right?
Second assignment today ille. 17. Hey, 17. Somebody says Papu's theorem and method of mirror images. वो दोनों temporarily pending रखो. IIT के लिए जरूरत पड़ेगी नहीं. Revision lectures में time मिलेगा तो देख लेंगे. Hey, 17th, have a look at it. Not fair.
217 का B part now.
B part F is equal to Q into V cross V. 17th, right? एक second रुको, question क्या है? Oh no, wait. B part बोल रहे हो ना?
Yes, sir.
The external magnetic field B I cap is applied. Find the force and force will be zero. Force will be zero भाई साहब. Uniform magnetic field के अंदर closed current carrying loop force is always zero.
Sir. Torque.
Now torque. Have a look at it. Torque is mu cross B. Mu के लिए current is taken. Right? Area vector देख लो. Pi r square by 3. Pi r square by 3 is this complete area minus the area of the triangle. Area of triangle. अब area of triangle कितना मुझे पता नहीं, पूछना भी मत. Right? Pi r square by 3 minus the area of the triangle. Half into base into height. This will be k cap. This is into B. कौन सा डायरेक्शन में दिया है उसने? I cap दिया है, क्या दिया है? I cap.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the answer. By the way, pi r square by 3 क्यों लिया भाई साहब? ये 120 degrees आ रहा है, तो pi r square by 3 लेना है. Minus the area of the triangle. Will I get this particular area? इतना इनोवेटिव आइडिया डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर पाऊंगा मैं, ऐसा डाउट मत पूछा करो. ये रिंग प्रॉब्लम है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
18. इसमें करंट I नॉट दिया है. I नॉट किस में दिया है? उसी में दिया है, राइट? In this they gave current I. Consider an element at an angle theta. This is d theta. This will be df. This is theta. This is df cos theta. This is df sin theta. Bi, which component will get cancelled out? Sin theta component.
Sin
will be
theta
cancelled out.
component.
Right. DF is B, I, DL is R d theta. DL is R d theta. Do you all agree with that? So DF cos theta, how do I write? B, I, R d theta cos theta. Mu naught, I naught by 2 pi. Distance of this element from here. R into 2 plus cos theta. Do you agree with that? R into 2 plus cos theta. Say something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Distance of this particular element from here. This distance is what I have taken. Agreed. R
Yes,
into 2 pi R into 2 plus cos theta. This is B naught I R. I'll keep this cos theta d theta here. Does this sound reasonable? That's it. Integrate kar lo between the limit 0 to pi. Integrate this between 0 to pi. Will you be able to do?
0 to 2 pi, right?
Yes, sir.
0 to pi and then double करेंगे हमने सिर्फ अपर सेमीसर्कल
अरे भाई
yeah.
ये sin theta कैंसिल कर दिया ना यार.
So 0 to 2 pi.
वो कटेगा बाद में.
और नीचे वाले पार्ट में वो सेटअप
we're taking one semicircle ऊपर वाला and then ऊपर और नीचे वालों का sin theta cancel out हो रहा है so we've taken cos theta.
Final answer multiply with 2.
So here, can we differentiate potential energy by considering dipoles and integrating the potential energy of each dipole to find the potential energy for the ring and the wire?
इस प्रॉब्लम के बारे में बोल रहे हो.
Yeah, you go at a
Potential.
distance x from the wire and then you consider a sort of loop over there and
See,
you
that
consider current going up and down.
doesn't actually make sense because if you are considering an element, will you consider this way?
Yeah,
There I'm not comfortable with. You will have to consider the area of this. So then you will get d mu.
yes,
Instead, पूरा d mu इंटीग्रेट करके नेट टोटल mu कैलकुलेट करके mu डॉट d को डिफरेंशिएट कर. b by d.
so we can't integrate d mu, we'll have to integrate du directly because b is variable.
Then don't invite the towel directly. Go by this way.
Okay,
Unless
okay.
they make it small. छोटा एलिमेंट अगर दे दिया तो mu क्रॉस b टॉर्क आ जाएगा या mu डॉट b पोटेंशियल लेना दिया.
Yes.
Now, finalizing what we'll be doing on Friday. Friday, remember मैग्नेटिज्म का लास्ट असाइनमेंट. जहां तक मैं जानता हूं बुकलेट डिस्कशन कुछ बैचेस में हुआ है, कुछ बैचेस में भी हुआ.
Yes, sir. So रोडी 1 का
तो
नहीं हुआ.
एक्सरसाइज 4 के लास्ट प्रॉब्लम्स बाकी है थोड़ी.
हाँ. So listen, let's not rush through. Friday, last assignment and booklet. Right. Then after completing these two, Friday we decide what we will do on Monday. Is it clear?
So which assignment is pending magnetism में?
Pardon?
कौन सी assignment magnetism में बची हुई है?
The third classical magnetism assignment 2.
Okay.
Classical magnetism दो assignment दिया मैंने, first and second. Second is based on the tangent galvanometer, oscillating magnetometer, deflection magnetometer.
So then
Yeah, we said that
vibrating
on
magnetometer, there's Curie's law and all of that is also there.
In that Curie's law is the only thing that I forgot to tell you people. C is inversely proportional to temperature. Remind me, while solving those problems, I'll explain it. It is not that big a thing. Even if you open HCV, you'll be able to see there's only one small para written, Curie's observation.
So
So
in
can you
the
check if you send this assignment on अंधेरी flagship too?
उसके लिए खर्चा होगा भाई साहब, आपने छोड़ दिया. इसका मतलब आपने सॉल्व नहीं किया है.
Also, you haven't sent.
सर आप
Defense is the best defense. बता दो you haven't sent. याद तो मुझे रहेगा ही नहीं. So 100% you know you can play. हाँ, अभी भेजूंगा 2 मिनट में, कर लो. Query very slow. I'll explain Friday when I'm taking that assignment. By chance उस पर problems एक दो आएंगे, तो keep them pending. I'll explain.
Sir,
Hello.
So can we move 1 minute? I need to take a screenshot. Thank you, sir.
So on Friday, booklet का what part will we discuss?
Booklet first exercise 4 खत्म करेंगे. Then we'll move up the ladder to exercise 3, exercise 2 and exercise 1.
Okay, sir.
But first assignment खत्म करूंगा. Then I'll go to the booklet because booklet कुछ batches में clear कर दिया. So for those who don't need booklet, they can avoid the remaining part of the document.
Okay, sir.
sir, सर एक क्वेश्चन में डाउट था, मैं अब बता सकता हूँ क्या करना है?
बोलो.
सर ग्रुप पे भेजूं?
ग्रुप पे भेजोगे, मैं कैसा खोलूं? मेरे लिए सेल फोन में ही व्हाट्सएप होता है.
सर ये असाइनमेंट का 11th क्वेश्चन बताओ ना.
किस असाइनमेंट का?
सर ये मैग्नेटिज्म असाइनमेंट जो अभी
आप तक
कर.
क्या कर रहे थे? सो रहे थे?
नहीं सर, मैंने बीच में बोलना भूल गया तो 18 मैंने बोला कंप्लीट करने देता हूँ आपको.
अरे वाह, दिल खुश हो गया. खोलेंगे रिकॉर्ड से. कोई तो बंदा है जो बीच में डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना चाहता. मेरा सिस्टम में लास्ट 2 इयर्स से हर असाइनमेंट डाउनलोड कर करके सिस्टम स्लो हो गया. एक बार बंद करता हूं तो खुलने में दिक्कत. हाँ, हर असाइनमेंट 4-5 बार डाउनलोड हो. हे 11th क्वेश्चन राइट. I'll give you a hint. लिखो hint. Take the torque about point of contact. Take the torque about point of contact. तो पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट तो नॉर्मल फोर्स ऑन फ्रिक्शन एलिमिनेट हो गया.
यस सर.
अगर आप टॉर्क अबाउट पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट ले रहे हो तो नॉर्मल फोर्स एंड फ्रिक्शन एलिमिनेट हो गया, राइट?
यस सर.
तो अब mg sin theta, mg cos theta also will give me zero torque about point of contact.
यस सर.
mg sin theta is giving me clockwise. Mu cross b is giving me anti-clockwise.
हाँ यस सर.
मगर mu cross b when I calculated was about an axis passing through the center. How will you take it about point of contact?
Couple question.
Torque due to a couple. Mu cross b can be taken about any
point.
right?
Yes, sir.
सर
बोलो.
सर वो तो अभी बोलो आपको माइक पे क्वेश्चन.
ऐसा डिस्क्राइब थोड़ी होगा, व्हाट्सएप पर भेजो, भी देख के करूंगा. So I'm disconnecting the class. See you people on Friday evening 7 o'clock.
Bye, sir. Good night.
Bye.